Welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nick and I make videos about women's basketball, collegiate or professional, and today I'm talking about the WNBA games for Monday, July 1st. Before I get into that, there is a little bit of basketball news that I'd like to talk about, and that is Jessica Carter of the Las Vegas Aces was waived on June 30th, which is pretty surprising because they just signed her on June 16th. So a very, very quick turnaround in terms of usage. I don't know if they want to go with someone else, if they're going to make room for her later, but very weird. She was waived not even 2 weeks into serving on the team. But the games for today, there were two games and they were on at the same time because you know how WNBA likes to do that. I did watch both of them. One, it was really hard, but I was able to watch both, one on my phone and one on my computer. But the first game, or the game that was on my phone, was the Connecticut Sun versus the Phoenix Mercury. This is a back-to-back for them. They played literally yesterday against the Indiana Fever and lost by a really close margin. They just messed up at the end and started making mistakes and sending them to the free throw line, so they lost that game. This game also was not great for them. What is important to note is Diana Taurasi and Beck Allen were out with a back injury, so they were short two important people on the team that play defense and have good offense. So it was just unfortunate. And one other thing that was kind of annoying to me is I love Cindy Brunson. She is one of the analysts for the Phoenix Mercury, and the other analyst is Ann Myers Drysdale. And Ann Myers Drysdale is a legend. You know, she's got a great background, but I find her incredibly annoying. She sounds like a boomer. She's really dry. She has no sense of humor. Way too serious for this, and she can't roll with anything or take any jokes. Cindy Brunson is kind of like a little bit of a comedian and lighthearted, and she makes a lot of jokes, and it's just like them together just doesn't work. And she Anne is also contrarian. Every time Cindy said anything, she had to say something in the negative against it. It was just their chemistry is just not there, and I would prefer Anne not to be there. To be honest, I think Cindy is a really great analyst, and you bring someone else in. Besides that, the Mercury were down most of the game. They did make it competitive a few times, but for the most part, the Connecticut Sun were in control of this game. So the breakdown: Kalia Copper had 21 points and 6 rebounds. She had a great night, but just wasn't enough. Brittany Griner had 21 points. Natasha Cloud had 18 points and 10 rebounds for a double-double. So it's just, oh, even Natasha Mack had 8 points. So they did what they could, but they are down Diana Taurasi and Rebecca Allen. So it's like, what is it, like 25 points right there you've lost without them being on the floor. Connecticut Sun played really great, although Dewana Bonner had a really quiet night. She only made 7 points, but Alyssa Thomas had 10 points, 12 rebounds for a double-double, 6 points, 6 assists. So flirting with that triple-double as she likes to do. Brianna Jones had 18.7 rebounds. Dejanay Carrington had 16 points, 8 rebounds. Taisha Harris had 12 points, and Veronica Burton had 11 points, and even Tiffany Mitchell had 9 points. So it's just, Connecticut was just playing a lot better than Mercury, so they lost. What was the score, actually? They lost 83-72, so about 10, 11 points they lost. It was pretty close most of the game, but the Sun were able to pull that out. Now, for the other game that was on, it was the Dallas Wings versus Seattle Storm. And let's be honest, we knew how this game was going to end. But what I want to talk about first is the refereeing in this game. It wasn't great. There were some really suspicious calls, just not great calls. And then there was this ref was really like in her feelings, got her feelings hurt, I guess. I feel like there's like a lot of power trips going on. But Tierra McCowan got called for a foul. She didn't like it, so she kind of waved off the ref like this, and the ref gave her a technical foul. And I'm like, wow, you are so sensitive that you can't handle a wave off. That's just it. These refs are just like so weak, so in their feelings. It's really annoying. And this literally happened with Angel Reese recently. She got like thrown out of a game because she waved off a ref, and that's ridiculous for one. And and then after that, that foul got overturned because they reviewed it and saw that it didn't make any sense for her to get thrown out for that. And I'm just like, these refs, we've always had issues with the refereeing in the W, and it is just not getting better. These people are not consistent. They're too emotional, and they be getting their feelings hurt and being reactionary. And it's like, What can you do? As for the game itself, the Wings played terrible as you would expect them to, unfortunately. It is what it is. Unfortunately, their Odyssey got hurt. I don't know if she's okay. I hope she is. But Ezzy Magmavor went for man, people are loud outside. Went for a blocking foul, a block, and got a foul on her. But when Odyssey came down, she hit the ground really hard, and her head hit the back of the ground. So she came down, and her head bopped off the ground. So she was on the floor for a long time, being seen by, staff and stuff. I felt that she should go through concussion protocol, but she refused. She wanted to shoot her free throws. I'm like, I don't get it, but hopefully she's okay. But I'm pretty sure she needs to be in concussion protocol after that. Whenever you hit your head against the ground, especially with the brute force, so I'm like, take your ass out of the game. But anywho, the score for this game was 72-95. Ooh, the Wings got their ass whooped. It was pretty terrible. But alas, let's give this the box score. Natasha Howard had 15.6 rebounds. Arika Gumbawale had 21.6 rebounds. I mean, that's pretty typical of her. She was in foul. Oh, and she had 5 steals. She was doing well, actually. She had no personal fouls, but it just wasn't enough. Odyssey Sims had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. And that's kind of it. Taylor McCowan had a pretty quiet night. No one else really stepped up, unfortunately. And of course, Satu Sabali, Maddie Segrist, and Jaylen Brown are still out with injuries. Seattle Storm played exceptionally well. Jordan Horson had 8 points. She's just coming along, being really consistent every game. Neko Wumike had 14 points. Ezzy Magmavor had 12.7 rebounds, 3 steals. Jewel Lloyd had 26 points, Jewel being Jewel. And then Skylar Diggins-Smith had 8 points. Sammy Wickham had 8 points. Mercedes Russell had 7 points. Joyner Holmes had 8 points. So they were able to bring their entire bench into the game, and they all played. So that was really great for them to get that experience. But yeah, pretty, I would say it's like not the most exciting games today, unless you really love the Sun and the Storm. It was just like kind of typical games. But yeah, enjoyable nonetheless. Good basketball was played. But yeah, if you like these kind of games recaps, please like, share, and subscribe my videos. And as always, I do not have the comment section on because I don't care what strangers on the internet think about me. But I do care if you're here every day to see my recaps. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.